are back home in San Diego, and they got quite a warm welcome. I'll show you coming up.
With all this hype around San Diego State, is it going to make it tougher to get accepted to the university?
Plus, the high cost of keeping a Russian super yacht docked in San Diego Bay. And the deer that escaped a mountain lion attack, where this was captured on camera.
And from the coast to a Campo museum, how exactly did they move a locomotive without train tracks?
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
A huge welcome home for the San Diego State men's basketball team as they arrive back in San Diego. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. The team just landed a few hours ago, made their way straight to campus where fans were waiting. CBS 8's Shannon Handy has all the excitement from campus.
It was quite a scene out here across from Viejas Arena on campus. A couple of hundred people gathered to welcome the Aztecs home. They say win or lose, they are incredibly proud of this team, which is why they showed up in a big way. Moments after touching down in San Diego Tuesday, buses carrying the SDSU men's basketball team headed straight to campus where fans chanted and cheered. All of them excited and eager to welcome him home. And this is your way of saying win or lose, we're proud.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what a run these guys have had. It's amazing.
We're just very excited. It was a great season, so we just want to make sure they feel welcome back.
The warm welcome comes less than 24 hours after Monday night's loss against UConn. The game itself, historic. It's the first time the team has made it this far in school history. Aztecs forward Kashad Johnson says he feels lucky to have had the experience and for all the support along the way.
We're blessed to make it that far in general, and you know, they counted us out. A lot of people counted us out, but these fans stuck with us throughout the thick and the thin.
Memories last a lifetime.
Most def. This is a memory that lasts forever.
As for head coach Brian Dutcher, he too feels blessed, saying while he was hoping for a different outcome, getting this far is the next best thing.
We wish we could have brought the title home, but we gave it everything we had. We put a great effort in, and we're celebrating with San Diego State and the city of San Diego.
Coach, you made all of San Diego proud. Thank you for what you do, and thank you to your players.
Thanks for everything. Appreciate you guys.
As for what's next, a citywide parade is being planned tentatively for this Saturday morning in the downtown area. We will share more details as we get them. Reporting from San Diego State, I'm Shannon Handy for CBS 8.
Thank you, Shannon. And with the hype around San Diego State right now, there is new interest in attending the school. Coming up at 6:30, CBS 8's Abby Black talked to prospective students and the Vice President of Enrollment at SDSU about the impact March Madness is having on the school applications to get into the school.
Right now, California has one of the largest snowpacks on record. And with the warmer weather, snow is going to start to melt and cause water levels to rise. CBS 8's Rocio de la Fe shows us how it's already impacting Otay Lake.
The series of winter storms we saw earlier in the year is causing rising river and stream flow levels not seen in years, including here at Otay Lakes. The Savage Dam at the lower Otay Reservoir is spilling over. It's a result of high water levels, which currently reach 137.38 feet.
The dam is about 98% full. As you know, we've had a lot of rain in this water year, this winter. Over the last 3 or 4 months, we've had a lot of rain.
Drone video shows this pathway where you typically walk on is underwater, including the boat ramp.
The water in this dam could be from some snowpack melt. A lot of the estuaries and a lot of the from these mountains or from these hills all kind of come down into this area, which is why we're seeing the water levels so high.
Currently, water is spilling at a rate of approximately 30 million gallons per day. The city of San Diego's Otay water treatment plant typically pulls water from both the reservoir and aqueduct based on demand. To avoid spilling, the city began drawing 100% reservoir water back on March 14th. They expect it will take several weeks for the water to reach below a level where it will stop spilling.
This dam is filling up, and when there's no more water to go, water is just going to spill over the spillway down into the Otay River Valley and head west toward the bay, which is a completely normal function.
This comes as state officials are calling on Californians to be mindful when near or around bodies of water. According to the state's Parks Division of Boating and Waterways, the Department of Water Resources and CAL FIRE Water levels are expected to rise quickly as snowpacks begin to melt. Emergency Services Manager for the city of Chula Vista, Marlon King, says you should expect levels to rise even more in the coming months.
Make sure you know the rules and make sure you educate yourself just about water safety in general.
Californians are being encouraged to wait until summer to go in the water when conditions are safer. Rocio de la Fe, CBS 8.
Thank you, Rocio. The County Board of Supervisors is expected to discuss options to replace Nathan Fletcher at its meeting on May 2nd. Fletcher's resigning from the board amid allegations of sexual assault. At today's meeting, Chairwoman Nora Vargas said the past week has been challenging, but she wants to assure people in the county that she and her colleagues are committed to moving the process forward. A new lawsuit is blaming a, quote, negligent pursuit for the death of a cyclist in Carlsbad last summer. Bradley Catcott was killed last summer when a motorcyclist being chased by a California park ranger on this stretch of road in Carlsbad ran into the 68-year-old. Catcott's family is looking for answers and an undisclosed financial reward. The lawsuit questions the ranger's decision to chase the motorcyclist after a basic traffic violation. Last month, a judge sentenced that motorcyclist to 4 years in prison, but the family says they have a lifetime of pain to endure. A spokesperson for State Parks tells us they cannot comment on pending litigation. For more on the crash and the lawsuit, you can go to CBS8.com.
Nearly 1 year later, the super yacht seized in Fiji after the invasion of Ukraine is still docked in San Diego Bay off National City. The U.S. Justice Department says it's owned by a Russian oligarch. As
CBS 8's David Goffredson reports, attorneys representing the boat's owner are working to get it back.
It's been almost a year since the Amadea, a 348-foot Russian super yacht, sailed into San Diego Bay after being seized in Fiji by the U.S. Department of Justice. The yacht remains in the custody of the U.S. government, docked in National City, even though a forfeiture court case still has not been filed.
It has 2 baby grand pianos, one of which is hand-painted. Has a mosaic tiled pool. It has silk carpets, silk furnishings that need to be kept in an air-conditioned environment.
The maintenance of the $325 million vessel costs an estimated $1 million per month, according to this petition filed recently in the Fiji Supreme Court. Attorneys representing the claimed owner of the Amadea are worried the yacht is not being properly maintained by government contractors. Petitioner understands that the Amadea has been docked in San Diego for nearly the past year and maintained in a manner below the required maritime standards, which is causing significant risks and depreciation, the petition reads.
You might think, you can lock up a super yacht and walk away and come back when the war in Ukraine is over. But in reality, these things take a lot of maintenance.
Journalist Stephanie Baker with Bloomberg News has done extensive research on the Amadea. She spoke to me via Zoom from London.
It needs to be washed regularly on the outside so it doesn't have to undergo a multi-million-dollar paint job. So these super yachts are sitting basically in a hostile environment of seawater and humidity that they will start degrading unless they're taken care of.
After the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the Department of Justice formed the Task Force Kleptocapture to enforce economic sanctions against a number of Russian oligarchs, including billionaire Solomon Kirimov, who the DOJ argues is the true owner of the Amadea. The petition filed in the Fiji Supreme Court argues the yacht's owner is an unsanctioned Russian tycoon named Edward Kudenatov, and the seizure of the Amadea was illegal.
The U.S. government has decided to go after these playthings of the Russian elite to crack down on what they say is sanctions evasion. And they're taking a tough line on this. And they do want eventually to be able to take the proceeds from these assets and use them to help rebuild Ukraine.
The petition also claims the maintenance costs would have been paid by the yacht's owner, not U.S. taxpayers, if the Amadea had simply been detained in Fiji and not seized by the United States. Out here live at Pepper Park in National City, currently the U.S. government is paying to maintain the Amadea here in National City. That $1 million figure is an estimate of what it typically costs to maintain the vessel. But the DOJ does plan to sell the yacht at auction eventually, which would pay for the expenses incurred by the U.S. government.
And it is a beautiful yacht, David. It's been nearly a year since that yacht was seized. I know a lot of people have traveled to the bay just to check it out. It's a curiosity for people. But why has no forfeiture case been filed in federal court at this point?
Well, the DOJ did not respond to a request for comment. One attorney told me typically a seizure case is filed within 90 days after the asset is seized, but not in this case. This is a very complicated case, and prosecutors are going to have to prove who actually owns this yacht, and that is going to take a lot of international research.
David Gottfredson reporting for us. Thanks, David.
Crossing a new bridge. Local, state, and federal officials are celebrating the largest bridge replacement in the city of San Diego's history. The much-traveled West Mission Bay Drive Bridge takes visitors to our beaches, and now it has 3 lanes in each direction. The ribbon-cutting ceremony you saw happened today. The original bridge connecting the Ocean Beach and Midway area with Mission Bay right over the San Diego River Channel was built back in 1950. This new project began in 2018 and cost $148 million.
Still ahead, Donald Trump becomes the first former U.S. president to be arraigned on criminal charges.
Plus, how this deer was saved from the clutches of a mountain lion in just the nick of time.
Basking in the sunshine for today. We're going to keep seeing that all the way into our sunset, which is going to be about 11 minutes after 7. We'll take a look at your week ahead. Not too much rain in it. That's a hint.
And why 20 police officers across the state may lose their badges for good. But first, the tributes continue to pour in tonight from Aztecs fans.